This is going to be a short video today, and evidently we could title this one Jerry's Fall from Grace, but or that Jerry didn't fall well. But anyway, this is an article that was in the Huffington Post, also the Daily Mail, as always, also picked up the story, and a lot of other places have picked up the story about Jerry Falwell Jr. Evidently, that he had some problems, that there was a 911 call made by, I guess, Becki, his wife Becki, you know, the one that had the affair with Giancarlo Granda, the pool boy, for several years, and who Jerry Falwell Jr. accused of blackmailing him. Anyway, he had like a drunken spree just after he was forced out of Liberty University, out of the presidency at Liberty University. And anyway, he had this drunken spree, and apparently he fell and really hurt himself, and so Becki, let's see what we have here, the actual story. They're doing a lot of background crap here. Okay. Anyway, this is not it. Yeah, they did that. Okay, on August 31st, Liberty's Board of Trustees announced a comprehensive investigation by an outside firm of Jerry Falwell Jr.'s tenure as president. Earlier that morning, around 2:30 a.m., Bedford County dispatchers received a 911 call from Becki Falwell. She described being at church around 11 p.m. and receiving a call from her husband, who said he was bleeding after a fall down the stairs. Finding the doors locked when she got home, she used a chair to break through the back door. The dispatcher asked whether her husband had been drinking alcohol. Becki Falwell said yes. When asked if he'd been drinking heavily, she said, "I'm not going to answer that question." Well, you got to be pretty damn drunk if you're going to fall down the stairs. Anyway, the dispatcher explained that alcohol thins the blood and could account for the excessive bleeding, and restated the question. "The more I tell you the name, the more you're going to understand why we're not talking to you right now," Becki Falwell said. Dispatch logs obtained by Huffington Post via a public records request state that he won't let her take him to the hospital as he is stubborn. Caller was not forthcoming. Well, he was afraid of the publicity, of course. What else could it be? His reputation was already shot. But medics and emergency responders arrived at the residence later that night. A reporter observed lacerations on Jerry Falwell Jr.'s face, including under his left eye, across the bridge of his nose, and above both his right and left eyes. And then the responder noted that he had hit his head. Jerry Falwell Jr. said he hit his head on a trash can, and there was blood in the area he indicated. And of course, there were alcohol containers. He had slurred speech, and he would just repeat things that were already asked. So Falwell, once again, he can't cover anything up. He tries to, but it just ends up for naught. And that is the latest on the fall of Jerry Falwell, and I'm done.